So this is it, you guys. I am finally on my way to go see my family. I had my last interview on Thursday, which would be December 16th. Last interview of the calendar year. I have several more coming up in January. But for now, I am taking my talents over to California to see my family. That would be my mom, my brother, my sister. It's been a while since we've all been together at the same time in the same place. So it's definitely going to be a really exciting year for the holidays to be able to see all them. Definitely going to take all the COVID precautions possible while I am on the airplane. It seems like airports are like the scariest place to be, not only during the holidays, but definitely during a pandemic. So definitely gonna lay low when I get to my mom's spot, make sure I'm not symptomatic. But yeah, definitely taking all the precautions possible to make sure my family is safe. So big question, how does a medical student spend the holidays? Is it all work and no play, only studying, only flashcards? Well, I guess it depends on who you ask. I remember I went to a Thanksgiving at a friend's house, and even though I was with their family in their environment, I still found myself in the basement for several hours a day just studying. And that wasn't this year, that was a couple years ago during my first year of medical school. But this year, like I said, it's a little bit different. I don't have anything to study really except for programs to interview at and my own application, just to make sure I know all of my experiences and I can speak about them without having to take too much time to think. So that's actually what I intend on doing. Is I'm going to do some program research so I can have something to talk about when interviewing, ask them really pertinent questions about certain things in their program that I want to know more about. Additionally, I'm going to continue to look at my own application and look at questions. So there's banks of interview questions that interviewers could potentially ask about. And I review those questions. I don't make, definitive answers to them, but I kind of familiarize myself with what could be asked. So I have ideas in my mind of what to talk about. So just kind of having those stories in my arsenal, good to go. So we are ready for interview day. The next really big point of focus is my upcoming rotation. So along with interviews in January, I also have a rotation, which is actually my critical care rotation at the VA, and I intend to plan for that as well. Also going to look at what type of cases I can expect to see while I'm at the VA, basically looking at what constitutes a critical care patient. So those are really the two big points of focus for my holiday. Preparing for interviews, making sure my application is solid, making sure I know a lot about the programs, and then also preparing for my next rotation. So it is actually time now to get a move on. My Uber should be here in about 10 minutes. I am going to just make sure I'm ready and be downstairs. Actually, I think the last thing I'll do is probably put some of these plants closer to my balcony door so they can get more sun. I feel bad that I'm leaving these guys for a long time, but I think they'll be fine. They're troopers, they'll be solid, they'll be okay. But all right, I'm gonna head downstairs, and in just a couple hours, I will be with my family and we'll be kicking it. So we'll see you then. We still got the tree up back there. Here we go. You can hear the music my mom has going in the background. This is where all the work gets done right here. See right there. Boom, that's us. Prepping for interviews. That is my interview prep station. Let's get a better look. Room is not as clean as day one, not as clean as when I first got here. Got my laptop, that's the chair I sit in. Not the most comfortable setup, but you know, I'm getting work done. My table's a little cluttered. Got the camera bag. Got some decorations. There's my bag where I keep all my tools. And this is where we're making history. Got the little space heater because my mom keeps a little bit cold in here, so need that space heater to stay toasty. Got the little gimbal set up. Look at that. Perfect stability. That's all we need, baby. That's all we need to get the work done. Pretty bright outside. It's about 3:30 p.m. Just now made my coffee. I am an evening coffee drinker, so this is what's going to keep me going through the rest of the evening, prepping for these interviews and prepping for this next rotation. So this is the last day with my family, the last weekend of the holiday break. It's Friday today, and going into the weekend, I have a little bit more due to prepare for my rotation starting on Monday. But right now, I'm just like packing up my stuff. As usual, my suitcase is like way over full. We'll see if we get everything back, but you know, it'll be a journey regardless. I packed my backpack, which was my last carry-on, because my mom for Christmas got me this awesome shoulder bag, this like super sweet shoulder bag that I'm going to put my laptop and my iPad in and stuff like that when I pack my carry-on. So I got my clothes picked out for tomorrow because my flight leaves at 5:30 in the morning. So that means I'll probably have to leave my mom's house at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It takes like 15 minutes to get to the airport and through security. So that is the contingent plan. But for now, I am packing my stuff, cleaning up this room. Still haven't made that bed, but it's nighttime, so I might not. Who knows? It is still to be determined. Oh, and side note, my sister just put me onto plastic bags, like keeping incidentals, toiletries, like other things in plastic Ziploc bags. Like I have another one. Here's like a hat, a cell phone, some sunglasses, a cord, just like random stuff. So it's not just like floating around your suitcase, but it's a system of like micro-organization that she showed me. I'm like, that makes so much sense. I'm going to employ that in my packing methods. And like low-key, another thing I've been thinking about is if I'm actually going to make up this bed when I wake up at like 3:30 in the morning to get ready for this flight. Because there's the bed, right? There's a huge headboard that my mom put up. But then there's the pillows. All those pillows. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pillows on the bed, on the floor, decorative pillows. We have several more. I don't even think that's all of it. I think there's probably more pillows somewhere else, but might just like scram without doing that. We'll see. So I'll tell you guys that far and away, my greatest concern when leaving my apartment for 2 weeks was the health of my plants. I didn't have anybody in town who I could call to water them, or I did, but I just didn't really want to bug anybody over the holiday break. But being back here, they look pretty decent. There's some yellow leaves on a few of my plants, namely this guy over here. My corn plant has like that strong yellow leaf, and then there's like some browning at the tip of that leaf over there, wherever it is. Yeah, that one. So the Schefflera that I just repotted, I've had this thing forever. Just repotted this guy. The Schefflera is the big one, and the one I repotted it with is that small one. And then there's just like this little stuffed microbe thing in there to keep it company. But you can see that like little dead thing right there in the center. I don't know what that is. That plant was struggling when I repotted it, so I think it's still just like trying to get acclimated to its new setting. So we'll see. My guy, like this mini palm here, is thriving as always. And then this new thing I bought, it's doing okay. It's got some like dead stuff in there. That yucca plant down there, like nothing even happened. And then somebody told me this was called a plastic plant. I think that's what that is. Not a lot of damage done with the plants. I'm super happy that they're still alive. But they've been running with me for a long time. So like I expected nothing less of them. But like I said, just got back to the apartment. It is the 2nd of January. I got my habit board right there behind me, ready and waiting for some productivity. So got my little habits up there, got my weekly tracker, and all that stuff. So getting ready to start the next rotation on the 4th. So this coming Monday, I have my critical care rotation at the VA. Next steps from now, back at my apartment, gonna get reacclimated. Probably need to buy some groceries, but right now I'm just going to do some unpacking and just getting settled in, probably getting something to eat. So if you guys are still here, thank you for joining me. Thank you for checking out my holiday break, how I stay productive, how I try to continue to be prepared for interviews in my rotation. If you guys liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're still here, you definitely need to give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section how you made the most of your holiday break. And if for some reason you are still not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. What are you doing at this point? But again, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.